All right, so I have been monitoring this trade, right? I did have my entry here, right? After I saw this break of structure, reacting from what this stop hunt of this high, right? Looking for a sell, right? So after the break of structure, price returned into the zone, right? And triggered my trade here, right? But if you look at it, you'd see that price almost took me out multiple times. They tried, and this is one thing that I've been looking to work on, right? How to place my stop loss right, so that even if there's a deep retracement into my SL zone, right, I still, stay in the trade until it either works out or they completely take me out. So currently price is selling off, but we are not out of the danger zone yet. I know that you see the trade on trading view. This is paper trading, right? But then I'm also taking the trade in my MT4. Yes, so currently this is what I'm monitoring, and hopefully once they break below this low, right, I can trail my stop loss, right, from here, from this point, right, to somewhere break even, right, securing, my trade. Yeah, so we'll see how this trade plays out, right? Currently, we have price. Price has hit 1:3 so far, right? I just left with some ways for price to go to hit my TP, which is 1:5. Hopefully that gets hit. It's night time here, so I think probably during the Asian session or the London session, the TP might be hit, or they just go and take me out at break even. So I think there is a trading opportunity that is brewing here, right around this area. After we took out this, right? After we took out that, let me just hide this so that we see it clearly. All right, so we go to the 1 minute time frame, right? We took out that low here, right? And then we had price what? Stop hunt. So let's get rid of this so that we see it well. And then let me show here, right, with the horizontal line, and get rid of this. Okay, good. So after price took out this red line, all right, we had price what? Retrace, right? And then stop hunt this high and then move away, right? Taking out what? This new low also, right? Okay. So after price did that, right, we had what? A retracement into what? This, what? My supply zone, right? My new supply zone. After price hit it, we consolidated for some time, slowed down, right? And then what? Took out this low here, right? After we took out the low, we have price. We're coming to test this whole area. So this whole area, right? Price has returned in there, right? If price should break this low, right, then we can look to take a trade here. If price should return, we look to trade here again lower, right? So the opportunities, they present themselves, right? And then you can find trades. Well, if you can get a trade right at the top here or here, or even here in the middle, or towards the end, right? Provided you know where to TP and where to place your stop loss. All right. So this is how I look at the market, right? When you are setting your stop loss, this goes to say that when you are setting your stop loss, always remember to consider what? Spread. Because this was a sell and then the spread can take me out, right? My broker does one, right? 1.0, right? So the one could have taken me out if I had put my stop loss just right above this, right? So I had to cater for that, adding it, right? So when price hit this side, right, and took it out ever so slightly, right, I was then moving downwards. So once again, price is down what 1:3, right? Those of you that trade on the second time frame, they should be about 1:10, 1:20, right? All right. So coming back to this, as we can see, price has taken out the target. This target right here, as initially mentioned. So if we should go to the lower time frames, we realize that my trade hits TP around 12 midnight here in Ghana. That's GMT. Yeah. So this is how the trade played out. Triggered my trade here, almost taking me out, and then started moving away until TP. So let's see how long it took for TP. Triggered my trade around 6:45. Yeah, 6:35 over here. Started playing around, slowing down. And then they took out this high. Over here. Let me zoom in. Took out the high over here. Pushed higher, right? Just whipped this guy ever so slightly, right? Here. And then started consolidating and we pushed down. Took out this low, right? And then we took out this low also. And then this one, including this, right? And that was where I trailed my stop loss from here to this area. And I just monitored, went to bed, right? And then woke up with my TP. My trade closed. My TP had been hit. I realized that after they took out the target, right, they came back in here to mitigate and fill some imbalances, right? And then continued to drop. Could I have left this trade running? Yes, I could have, but I always target 1:5. Once I get that, I'm out. I used to target 1:10, but that proved to be a little bit difficult to hit because sometimes they will go right as much as 1:7, 1:8, sometimes 1:9, and then the reverse come back to your entry, meaning that what they'll take me out at break even, right? Because once they start breaking some structural high or lows, I trail to break even. So yeah, I just reduced it and started, trading just 1:5 risk to reward. Okay, so there was a trade that I mentioned that was brewing, right? This is all messed up. Let me just open another one. GBP, USD, FXCM. Let's open that one instead so that we see clearly. So this is where my trade was, right? Over here. Yeah, so they're moving. All right. So I said what at some point that what they were, that another trade was brewing, right, around this area. So this was my zone of interest, right? Price broke, right? Price broke. And then, so the reason why I was looking at it as a point of interest or zone of interest was after they took out this low, right? They came back to test, right? Let me just clear everything. So the reason why I was looking at it as a zone of interest and a potential trade, right, setup was after they took out this low right here. Let me zoom in. After they took out this low right here, right, price came back to test, right, and then broke another structure. They came back to test again, right, consolidated for a bit. This was around the time market was probably resetting, right? And then it broke structure again. So my trading style, right, I would have looked to, for price to probably fill this imbalance, right? So my trade would have been somewhere in here to take lower, but they didn't give me that entry, right? But that was fine. Sometimes this happens, right? Then we had another move, right? We had another move. They just stop hunted and broke again. So this would have been my new point of interest. No longer a zone of interest, right? Price came, tapped it, right? And broke again. So I would have definitely put my trade somewhere within this, right? And price would have triggered it, moved. But this guy would have taken me out. This move would have taken me out, definitely, at break even. Because we would have broken the structural low, right? And then it broke again. So I would have trailed my stop loss to break even. So this guy would have taken me out anyways. All right, so this is how I do my post analysis, right? After price hits my TP or SL, I do a post analysis on what could have gone better, right? What I did, I wasn't right. What I did, I was right, and all. So, yeah.
The reason.